Hello everyone and welcome back. We are working on another set today. We have the Jungle Explorer truck, which is kind of nice because it comes to us with a lion. Or a tiger. Actually, I guess it'd be a tiger, wouldn't it? Okay. And then I see Indy's waiting in the wind here. Looking at this, we have 314 pieces. We have a nice little truck, and then we have the the tiger. Yes, and we have Indy here. She's going to be our tiger. And it comes with a nice little drone. So, a safe way to try and view the animals in the natural habitat. It's kind of fun getting these little explorer kind of adventurer sets. What are you doing with that? No, don't chew that. She's trying to chew a tie here. All right. Because it adds a little adventure to the whole Lego series. Something that Lego themselves are happy to do. Try and add a little bit of adventure going on. Just kind of going from there. So, getting to the back of the box, we get to see, they kind of have it done up where it's kind of crossing up here. I don't know how they're doing that, but it is kind of nice. And the truck is, nice, adventurous. It's got a camera on here, and of course we can see its habitat here. Hopefully you guys are getting to see all this. We are going to get this open here. Indy's trying to see what's going on. Oops. All right. What do you see there, Indy? I think she's trying to give her paw of approval. And then there we are. All right. So I'm going to set this off to the side, trying to keep Indy in. Oh, she's attacking my hand. Such viciousness. All right. And we're going to lift this up a little bit more, and hopefully we can get everything in view. All right. Oh, she's trying to attack. She likes chewing on these plastic bags. So I always have to kind of worry about her because I don't want her trying chewing on these, because I don't think plastic is really the best thing for kittens. So we do have 1, 2, and 3 bags here. So I'm going to stack those up here. No, there's too much stuff on those shelves, you silly girl, you. All right, and then we have 2 different books. So number 1, we're going to start off with the little cave here for our tiger, our Indy tiger. Maybe we can keep her from. She keeps wanting to jump up there, and I got Lego sets and Joes and everything else up there. So, trying to make sure she doesn't knock anything down. All right. So, getting through this, doesn't look like it should be all that bad. Something nice to quickly get through here today, as we kind of fight with Indy as she's trying to get us going here. So, all right, let's get into this, and then we'll see how this looks after we're all done. All right, so looking at our truck here, it is a nice robust looking truck. Almost looks like something that you would see for like a military action of some sort. We do have inside a nice medical kit, kind of nice to have in there. And we have enough room. We should be able to get everyone inside the vehicle at some point. Let's see here. Should be able to get him in there. We'll have the young lady driving. And then we will have this gentleman all the way in the back with his drone and his controller. And of course, then we have a map here, the camera. I'll try to sneak that in here somewhere. All right, and then we have a water bottle. So let's put that up on a cab. Okay. And hopefully this all fits on here. And it, yep, there we are. So we got everyone inside. So it does fit pretty well. We have everyone sitting inside, even with him and with his hat. Because this does kind of go up a little bit. That gives us the extra room for the heads and the hat wear. No big issues there. The camera, we can turn that around if we needed to. So we can kind of look out over the back however we want to do it. And we do have a tailgate that comes down. Those are kind of nice features, especially in some of the newer vehicles that we get today compared to way back when that wasn't even an option. The other thing is we also have some chests here. Now on one side they said put the banana, and I didn't do that. And then on the other they wanted the binoculars, and that's the binoculars in there. Now I could probably also put the camera and all that stuff in there. Gives us a little bit of an extra option, whether that's something you want to do or not. Either way, it works out pretty good. We do have a little bit of a ridge here, so we can have characters standing on here if they're trying to stay off the ground, or if we have our tiger here and the tiger wants to see what they're having for lunch. Trying to see if they're having hamburger helper or they're having something else. You know, it's kind of nice and fun. I mean, we can have them peeking in or whatever else. You know, and getting a big cat here is kind of nice. We have the ability to move the legs in the back so they could be up and they can balance with their tail. The head can kind of come down like they're trying to sneak up here and look inside. You know, we have those options. All right, and then getting over to this, we have a nice tree. Now I had a couple extra pieces, so I just kind of put these two pieces on here, just trying to figure out a place to put them. We have a nice little frog up here underneath the tree. This is built up, and underneath here we have a little hollow area with some water, so we could easily change this up to make it something else. Now I've got the head up here a little bit, and it is a little hard to get him through there. Now, if I put the head down, not a problem. However we want to have them sit, we have those options here. Quite honestly, I think if we did that, that works out pretty good here. And then we have a nice look. The only thing we don't have is a tunnel in the back, which, you know, obviously I've got some pieces of my own. I could probably build that up. So we got to find a spot to try and redo the city a little bit, which I've got wall pieces. I really need to redo it a little bit more, and maybe find a good spot for putting them in there. Having some extra wildlife in there would be kind of nice. Something that we don't really need and, you know, out of the way vehicle to help us with, but something that would be kind of nice just to be able to say, hey, we've got it available. It's a nice little set. I don't remember the price I had gotten this, but I did get this at my local Target. I'm sure most Walmarts will have this. Mine being like a hometown Walmart, not a super Walmart. This is one of the sets I'm not able to get locally, but like I said, I can get it when I get to our bigger town here, about 20 minutes away. And I can find it at my Target, which is why I hit Target so much, because sometimes I can find different things there. Walmart does typically sell these a little bit cheaper. If you're trying to stay into the the Lego Club and all that. If you buy it from Target and then you're supposed to be able to take a picture of your receipt and then send it into uh, the Lego company to get credit for it. So in that regard, you're going to spend a little extra money on trying to get these uh, from Target. It's not going to be as discounted as what you'll probably find at Walmart or even on Amazon. Um, but it gives that little trade-off. That way you'll have those points built up so you could do something else with it, maybe get some free sets or something from Lego themselves, and that gives you those options. But otherwise, it's a nice little set, nice fun set that kind of add to the whole cityscape that we have here. Like I said, I'm going to have to redo mine. I've got stuff thrown all over the place, so it's really got to get cleaned up and kind of reworked. Although unfortunately, I haven't gotten rid of all of our rummage sale stuff, so I can get a bigger table and all that stuff. Where I keep hoping to do that as well. So until that happens, I'm just going to have to kind of pile things up a little bit more than what I want, and kind of slowly work things into like shelves or whatever else I can do. I do have a small pile of extra pieces here. Not a lot. We've got an extra compass to kind of point that out, and an extra microphone. I was kind of hoping for a second light here, or like a headlight, and I could maybe put that up on the top here because we do only have like these as well as these. I mean, that's 4 already for bright lights, as well as our headlights are hidden behind our brush guard here. I was kind of hoping for the extra lights and I could put them up on top, but I don't have that here today. Although it is kind of nice having these extra pieces because I can put them onto different bottles or whatever. So we've got energy drinks or something. Otherwise, you can maybe try and work something out here and then just kind of put it up as a smaller kind of drink or something and go from that point. So, but with that being said, a smaller set here today, but fun to be able to give some extra adventures for the kids. The set works out pretty nice. Getting a tiger is always kind of fun. And always getting animals. I think animals really kind of add a little extra layer to the playability and all that stuff. It's not just the figures here, but then we can have animals running around the city. Steals a steak out of the local supermarket or something like that, and just the hilarious things that we can come up with. So, all right. Well, with that being said, thank you so very much for joining me today. It's always wonderful having you here. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next video.